What is up? What is up? It's your boy, the Jack Attack, coming back at you right here, right now, talking about these Oregon Ducks. Fuck! We lost again. To Cal. To Cal. And we threw a pick at the end. And I feel real bad for our quarterback, because I like him. He's an Oregon kid. This obviously is hard for him. Harder than any of his teammates because he grew up in Eugene. He grew up a Duck fan, so he's going to take that loss. Especially because the guy was hoping, you know, but this isn't his fault because he threw 6 touchdown passes. And this is really a bigger thing of a whole team shooting themselves in the foot early with terrible play. Now, when I say shooting yourself in the foot, it is many things, such as when we fumbled the ball at the 7 yard line against Washington when they were up 14. Who knows? We score, we come back in that game. I don't know. They won, so we're not going to go there. But you saw it in this game, too. Like, we played poorly. Our defense was giving up easy plays. I was watching on the TV. I couldn't go to the game. I really didn't want to see the Ducks lose in person. But I could have gone to Berkeley. The tickets probably wouldn't have been that expensive because both teams were not very good. But I had other things. But I watched it on TV. And when you watched it on TV, you could not see a cornerback for like 10 yards. 10 yards. Like, it was like we were giving them a large berth for, I understand Cal runs the air raid offense, but when they're running the ball and they're consistently running the ball, you don't have to always give them that cushion. Maybe first down you press. Like, I saw no press coverage from our cornerbacks. It was just like 10 yards, and they would throw a 7 yard route. And it was there with 3 yards of coverage, and the guy would come in, and all the guy had to do was jump out of the way, or just run into him and break a tackle, or run by him, juke him a little bit. And, there wasn't a lot of first hit tackles, like when the guy catches it, bam. When the guy catches it, bam. You're there, you're there, you're there. There was none of that. It was like 7 yards. He catches it, he turns around, gets the next 3. Oh, 5 yards, he runs another 6 and gets the first down. Oh, we stop him. And then in the second half, we played a lot better football, and we were able to actually get ahead, and then we were able to keep it tied. Very lucky that he missed that field goal, and actually great timeout uh, coordination by Mark Helfrich, because the first one went in. But then we stop them on the second overtime after we scored the first time and they scored the second time. Second overtime, we hold them to a field goal, and the guy's open right there, and they just so happen to pick it off. And, shout out to the Cal defenders for making that play, because they did. But, there's only so many times that this bad luck can continue to happen. I just believe that. I mean, we are not a bad team, but everyone thinks that the Ducks suck. Like, I live in Palo Alto. Every single person that comes up to me says, oh, the Ducks, they are not very good this year. I'm like, no, like, we have terrible defense, yes, but trust me, our offense is good, and our defense can do things better, because I've seen the defense do things good, just not on a consistent basis, and not for consecutive plays. We've had great plays, like, second down, third down, and then, like, and we see it with, we'll get the ball back, and then our offense will stutter for some reason when there's no reason our offense should be, stuttering at all, except for our freshman lineman, who I trusted by game number 5. Maybe game number 5 or game number 7 was, it's 7 games now, but maybe game number 7 wasn't the one where they all click and become actual football players. Maybe it's game number 6. And, we play Arizona State at home. I expect to see better defense, because otherwise it's going to be another long night. And the defense has to know that. And I think they do know that, because there's no way they can't. Because everyone's talking about it. And they're hearing about it from everyone that's asking them questions about. The toughest thing when you're a defender, and I know this, is when people go, well, what are you guys not doing? And you're like, well, our coach, Joe, told us to play here. And when they're doing that, they're going to get those yards. And that's why I talk about it like this. Like, there's nothing you could have done, because that was drawn up. That was, unless you weren't supposed to be lined up like that, that's where your coaches told you to line up. And the Ducks, defense played the best they could off of that. And we did make some stops, but we have to do better play all day. And we have to really focus on finishing, making sure that they don't finish drives and we hold them and we get the ball back to the offense. Do that 3 times, the Ducks will give you a large lead and force them to throw. Now, for this Arizona State game, I'm really nervous about it. But since it's at home, and since we already lost to Washington by a lot, by more than I will ever say, we need to win big. Big. But I'll take a win. So I'm predicting, and yes, it's been a long time since I predicted a score, because I quit doing it when I saw Oregon couldn't move the ball, when the offense wasn't playing correctly. And that might be because of our linemen. And if so, we will have a better offense next year. But I would like to see some improvement and see the ball move more. Like the last game, we scored a lot of points. It took us a long time, but we scored a lot of points. Now, we have to hold them to not many points, score quick, and hold a lead and give up as few points as possible. So, with this in mind, I will give that Oregon beats Arizona State 38-21. It's going to be 38-21. I don't know how we're going to score that, but it's definitely going to happen. I think they'll hold us to a field goal, and I feel we score a couple of touchdowns. But Arizona State can definitely beat us if we continue to play sloppy, play, not consistent, or whatever you want to say, shooting ourselves in the foot with stupid penalties, Cameron Hunt. Stupid penalties of holding, of unnecessary roughness, of stupid penalties, pass interference, um, you know, hands to the face. I don't know. We do less stupid penalties. we will win the game. And it sounds simple because it is simple. If we go out and play fast and play hard and finish, the key word is finish, we will win the day. And you know I love all the Oregon players. I think you guys are awesome. I think you guys have immense talent. That's why it frustrates me and kills me every single time we make a mistake. And I know you guys don't want to make those mistakes. And I know that the coaches don't want that either. So let's not make those mistakes. I understand there's going to be holding calls in the game. I understand that. But at least if there's a holding call, don't let your quarterback get hit. But, anyways, I've ranted for long enough. I appreciate if you watched all of this. Go Ducks all day. We'll go win this one at home against Arizona State. Bye-bye.